What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to the Luton-Liverpool post-match analysis and reaction video, and I'm absolutely fuming because Liverpool missed the 6 glorious big chances against Luton, and it wasn't even a big chance that we scored from, and it's an absolute miracle that Liverpool didn't lose today because we scored with pretty much our last chance. I mean, hats off to Diaz, incredible tough mentality to come on as a substitute when his father is still kidnapped and score in the 96th minute after a brilliant Harvey Elliott cross, and Diaz heads it home and to avoid Liverpool complete embarrassment. But this was still a very embarrassing performance and result for Liverpool, because don't make no mistake, Liverpool are going for the title this season. We are not just aiming for the top 4. So to not beat Luton, who are probably the worst team in the Premier League by some distance, and the attitude absolutely was shameful today by all of the Liverpool players, apart from maybe Alisson, who was again his usual brilliant self. But the whole Liverpool team thought we just bring out the shirt and then we win the game, and that's even against Luton Town. You cannot do that. No matter what game you play, you cannot do that. And you know, even top teams can get away with 2 or 3 players not playing at their best. But basically, if the whole starting 11 was way below their level, one of the Salahs' worst games of his Liverpool career today. I mean, his touches were horrendous. He just didn't feel like his usual self. Was it because he played almost the full game against Bournemouth in the League Cup, or the full game? I'm not sure if he was substituted or not, but still, I mean, you shouldn't play Mo Salah in the League Cup for the whole game and then to play him again. And Szoboszlai again probably had his worst game in the Liverpool shirt, but he played from the start against Bournemouth in the League Cup as well. So did Jurgen Klopp make selection mistakes against Bournemouth by starting Szoboszlai and Salah? We wanted to go through in that tie, and I understand why, because Liverpool want to win a trophy this season. But winning the title, or at least trying everything to win the title, I think is more important for Liverpool. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and of course leave a like on this video if you are new around here, and if you enjoy these, subscribe, and please support my work by helping me out. There you can donate via the thanks button, or you can support me through my Patreon, and you get great benefits and additional content. Link is in the video description with all the details. So my big question is, do you think Liverpool are ready for the title challenge? I still think we are ready for the title challenge, and I expected games and results like this. Maybe against teams like Newcastle or Brighton, I expected Liverpool to drop points, and we did against Brighton. But against Luton Town, I mean, we played like we played last season against some of the newly promoted sides. Like, we lost to Bournemouth and Nottingham Forest, 2 newly promoted sides last season, and both games Liverpool were absolutely horrendous. And the worst one was Bournemouth away, when we beat Man United 7-0 at home, and then we lost the next game to Bournemouth 1-0. This felt like that game. Of course, Luton are playing with a 5-4-1 very compact formation, but Liverpool didn't use width enough. We didn't use our wingers enough. You know, Luis Diaz not being able to start was a problem, because Jota is not a classic winger. Salah was very below par. Also, I think playing Joe Gomez in this game was a big mistake, because Tsimikas offers you width and natural left-footed crosses. Joe Gomez is always cutting in on his right foot. He doesn't bump down the wing and cross it with his left foot, because he's not left-footed and he can't really do that. So Jurgen Klopp probably made a few selection mistakes, but the most people to blame are the players, because I don't think one outfield player covered himself in glory today who started this game. Luis Diaz, hats off to you. I mean, he revealed the shirt saying in Spanish, freedom for my father, or free my father, and that's the biggest positive for Liverpool, that Luis Diaz scored, and we actually have some good vibes about that after the game. But I think the Liverpool players didn't show the proper attitude. And I thought we left this behind last season, because last season Liverpool had so many games where the attitude wasn't right and our midfield was bypassed. Today I thought McAllister didn't have his best game, Szoboszlai didn't have his best game, Gravenberch pretty much was our best midfielder, so I didn't really understand why he was substituted. And it's still a problem that Liverpool don't have a proper round-and-out defensive midfielder who is brilliant. I mean, when McAllister puts in a really bad performance like this, or a very average performance, Endo should come on in McAllister's place, but probably Jurgen Klopp doesn't trust him enough. But if you can't play Endo against Luton, then I mean, what are you doing in the Liverpool squad? I don't understand. Liverpool had 3.5 XG. We had 6 big chances still created. We missed all of them. Darwin Núñez was the main culprit. I was about to talk about him because Darwin Núñez, he's a brilliant striker with huge potential, but sometimes he can be the most frustrating striker in the world. He reminds me of Luis Suarez in his early Liverpool years, where he hit the post so many times. He dribbled past 2 or 3 players and then he missed the sitter. Darwin Núñez can score worldies. He can win a game on his own, but sometimes he can miss from 2 yards out, and it came in the most painful way, because today Darwin Núñez alone could have and probably should have scored at least 2 goals, maybe even 3. Cody Gakpo had a brilliant chance, a hard chance, but a brilliant chance, where he tried to backheel it in. Cody Gakpo came on as a substitute and the ball goes wide. Of course, the Luton goalkeeper Kaminski made huge saves, but all of the saves weren't like the best saves I have ever seen. They were very, very good saves, world-class saves, but saves that a Premier League goalkeeper is expected to make. And I mean, Darwin Núñez, after Salah created his 12th big chance Salah created for one of his teammates, only 2 of them were converted to goals. Imagine how many assists Salah would have if all of those 12 big chances were scored by his teammates. So Salah, even though he was below par, he still could have had the winning assist. And I'm convinced if Liverpool scored the first goal, Luton have to come out and Liverpool could score the 2-0 and kill the game off. Luton just had 0.9 XG, 8 shots, but the most embarrassing thing is that from 24 shots, Liverpool had just 1 more shot on target than Luton from 8 shots. Liverpool had 6 shots on target, Luton had 5. Our shooting, especially from out in the distance, was really, really below par. And I mean, Liverpool actually got lucky we didn't lose today, because after a Liverpool corner, Luton counter-attack, it was I think McAllister who loses his marker and Ross Barkley shrugs him off. He dribbles past 2 Liverpool players, then he releases Kabore on the wing, who was a live wire all game, but he was simulating injury 3 times, and I think that should be yellow cards as well, because it's as bad as diving in my opinion. Simulating an injury, stopping the game, breaking up the flow of the game, and time wasting as well, that should be punishable by a yellow card, but that's for another matter. So Kabore crosses, and Tahith Chong, the Manchester United loanee on loan at Luton, scores his first ever goal in the Premier League. It is as painful as it can be, that goal. That was like a dagger into the heart of Liverpool fans. And I mean, Liverpool were claiming and protesting for a penalty after Virgil van Dijk's header was, according to the Liverpool players, hit a Luton hand. I didn't see a replay where it was 100% a penalty, but maybe you can show me a replay on Twitter. Let me know. My Twitter is at TomLFC7, so tweet me if you have a link to a replay where it shows that Van Dijk's header hit a Luton Town player's hand. So Liverpool, instead of defending the counter-attack, we were protesting to the referee like we want a penalty. And first you need to defend the counter-attack, and then after the ball goes out of play, then you can protest at the referee. But to stop and protest instead of defending properly is unacceptable at a big club who is going for the title like Liverpool. And also, Virgil van Dijk was rugby tackled in the box in the first half and the referee didn't give a penalty. I'm absolutely fed up of talking about the referees, but Rodri got a penalty for Man City when he wasn't manhandled as much as Van Dijk was manhandled at a Luton defending a corner, and Liverpool attacking from a corner, and Van Dijk was fouled in the box. The referee doesn't give a penalty, VAR doesn't give a penalty, and I mean, it's another really bad refereeing mistake. But you know what, Liverpool probably didn't deserve the win because of our really bad finishing, and this was of course another weekend where the ultimate winners are Manchester City. Liverpool are now ahead of Arsenal, but only on goal difference, only on goals scored. This was a glorious chance missed by Liverpool, because we could have overtaken Arsenal on points and we could have pulled away from Aston Villa even more. Aston Villa lost to Nottingham Forest today, but Liverpool are just 2 points ahead of Aston Villa in third place. And I mean, if Tottenham beat Chelsea, then they can go top of the league and on 29 points. At the moment, Man City are on 27 points. So Liverpool have to beat Man City at the Etihad to go level with Man City, and that's the problem. You cannot draw too many games in the Premier League, because drawing in the Pep Guardiola Manchester City era is as bad as losing. Because before the Pep Guardiola came into the Premier League, you could draw a fair few games and win the league with 85 to 90 points. I mean, a 90-point season was an incredible season. But now, with Man City and Pep Guardiola at the helm, you have to get 95 to 100 points to be guaranteed to win the league. I mean, Liverpool got 97 points, didn't win the league. We got 93 points and didn't win the league. Twice that happened. In any other era, those are title-winning margins by a landslide, like 10, 15 points. But that's the effect of Pep Guardiola and Man City's pretty much unlimited amount of money. And I'm really fed up of this Man City era, because normally you would say early on you can draw a fair few games against newly promoted sides away from home. It's a tough game. Luton have a very small pitch and very small stadium. You could get away with a few draws. It would be okay, because you can still get to 85 to 90 points and still win the title. But nowadays, every draw feels like a loss. Every draw, when you drop points, feels like absolutely the end of the world. It feels like Man City will just run away with the title again. And I mean, that would be 5 Man City titles in 6 seasons. Talking about a one-team league. The Premier League is becoming a farmers' league until Pep Guardiola leaves and until Man City are fined and relegated and charged. I mean, not charged, but punished for 115 financial fair play rules broken. I don't want to get into a whole new rant about Manchester City. I mean, I already started it, didn't I? Sorry about that, guys. Anyway, the most important thing is this is still a rebuild for Liverpool, still Liverpool 2.0 with the midfield, brand new midfield. Yes, sometimes the performances are not the best, but still, you still should beat Luton. Even away from home, even when you are not at your best, you still should find a way to beat them. And that's where Liverpool have to learn and become better. In the early days of Jurgen Klopp's team, after he took over, we had many results like this, many performances like this. But then Liverpool, the Liverpool 1.0, the first edition of the great Liverpool team, they learned to win against bad teams away from home, even when we were not playing at our best. That's what this Liverpool 2.0 team need to learn as well. And I really hope that this will be a valuable lesson in the end. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.